Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Dark Deity. The party and crew battled with storm spirits on the high seas, having attracted them with the high volume of adept blood on board. This brings them the fortune of meeting Monroe and Iris, two other passengers who find themselves lacking a final destination. The party agrees to let them come along. No one expects that their journey will get any easier. They reach ground in Eisen's Hope, a harbor town. After leaving his ship and preparing his crew to wait for the group, Ford comes along. They set off on the long trek to Kelebons, where the Order of Aethernals makes its home. Ivan prepares to meet his father. Vesta prepares to petition the Order for aid. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Ridiculous. You can still see the ocean. Anyone afraid of heights? Can anyone spot the ship? Hello, old humpback. Not with these eyes. Perhaps our young sharpshooter might. Oh yeah, I can see it. Not you, Benji. I guess I just can't compete. Still quite a view, isn't it, Irving? Irving? Vista's been here for quite some time. Well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. There's a lot to catch up on. There she is at last, not to mention, not a moment too soon. I'm eager to collect my debts and get back out into the seas, you know. I'm afraid you'll have to wait a bit longer. The council won't be meeting until tomorrow. Yeah, you live to disappoint me, don't you? Irving, the Grand Vizier would see you now. Huh. Oh, of course. Well, this is it. You've waited your whole life for this. No use in waiting any longer. Still, it's just... I've never thought this day would come. Certainly not like this. I understand. Feels like every day since we left Brookstead, something completely unbelievable has happened. How could you understand, Garrick? You've always known your father.
Hardly.
I still wonder if anyone really knows that man. But regardless, this isn't about me. You're going to be fine, Irving. Just stand up straight and try to make a good impression. All the usual things. And don't keep them waiting. Go on. I like how Irving was, clearly being defensive about things, but Garrick was just let it go. He's in a bad spot, and just move on. Despite the fact that his normal mentality is, harp back on that. Irving. Hello, Father. Pardon the mess. This news was troubling to say the least, and had me turning the place upside down for old records. That's alright. Come here. Let's have a good look at you.
Son.
Quite the man you've shaped up to be, Irving. A stellar end through and through. Red hair red as ruby, like your brother's. Though it seems, as Vesta says, you've changed since the incident. In appearance, I mean. I suppose. Do you feel any different? I think so, especially around the aspects. Sort of like a nettle on my skin. As if I can feel the energy inside them. Black night. And it is as I feared. Father? I'm afraid I have worse news still. About Sterling?
Sterling.
Yes, we tried to save him. Marin, Bianca, Lincoln, but the blast. Father, I'm sorry. Sterling, I think somehow I knew. If that's possible, something in Vesta's voice. If only I had gotten there sooner. I know I could have... No, you mustn't blame yourself. Though this news is grave indeed, no doubt weighs on your heart as much as mine. It does, even at this time. It hardly feels real, like he was like a father to you. Yes, that's all too understandable. That wasn't my intention, Father. He needed a way to see the... he'd find a way to see the good somehow, wouldn't he? He'd say, look, Father, there's one son yet in front of you, with plenty to be proud of. And he'd be right. That would be just like him. Do you think you know what happened? Or who he is? The sorcerer who caused the explosion? The Order has its suspicions. We've been following the disappearance of the aspects for some time. All the more reason I'm thankful you and your friends preserved so many. I'm glad you found us. I am too.
Listen.
Look, I know no amount of words can make up for the loss of time, but I just want you to understand. It was a true burden for me to be absent from your childhood years, and so many of your brothers. I understand. I know that's hardly an apology, son, but, well, an apology is something I can't give. The protection of the aspects has fallen to the most capable members of our family for generations. I did my best to explain that to your mother before we wed. Mother always emphasized the importance of your mission. I think I'm beginning to see that firsthand. Yes, well, I find myself wishing its importance were less and less each day. How's your mother? Fine, I suppose, though I haven't seen her since I left Brookstead. You know, Irving, I was hoping to spare you the burdens of this life, but it seems destiny's brought you right to the thick of it. I just want to know what it will ask of me. I want to be ready for it, not like I was on the battlefield. Do not hold that day against yourself. It's a burden no heart can bear. No matter how strong you've become, you're still young. You're given everything you can. You're giving everything you can. Everything I have isn't always going to be enough. I have to keep giving it because it's all I've ever known. But I can't understand how I'm supposed to keep going.
Gods.
Gods. I have to believe most would have cracked under this much pressure at your age, but you've grown into a warrior well before most. I suppose it's in our blood. Son, for what it's worth, I'm proud to be your father. And I hope my blood can have... I hope that my blood had some say in the man you've become. But to do it all alone, you should be proud. Listen, I've arranged for quarters for you and your companions in the city. Now go and get some rest. We've got a long day of proceedings tomorrow. Thank you, Father. And Irving, I can't tell you how much it lifts my spirits in these grim days to finally meet you. You truly are the kind of son that would make any father proud. I'm glad of it, Father. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, fun. Members of the Third Circle and friends of the Order of Eternals, I thank you for gathering here on such short notice.
Listen.
There is much to discuss, so I suggest we begin immediately. One of our own, Vesta of the Fourth Circle, brings disturbing testimony from Ethlin. Counselors and friends, just weeks after receiving word from Crooked Spire about the disappearance of the aspects, my temple was attacked by a powerful necromancer. In all the years I've kept the temple, I've never seen such magic as this. For this reason, I expect him to be in possession of at least 2 eternal aspects, possibly more. He was capable of phasing large distances, raising innumerable undead. I was completely overwhelmed. Were it not for the arrival of my new companions, we would likely no longer be in possession of the aspects which I swore to protect with my life. Who are these and who are these companions?
Friends.
Friends, both new and old. Once we routed the necromancer, they shared with me that they too had encountered a similar figure in a derelict noble manor in northern Ethlin. There, it seems he was pursuing a heirloom of the Drakenwell family, an aspect that perhaps slipped through our requisition efforts.
What?
Nonsense. Chancellor, not now. What's more, they informed me that they were themselves aware of several sites throughout the thought to contain aspects which were recently looted, and were in the possession of a handful of aspects themselves. It was then I elected to bring them here, for their safety and the protection of the aspects, and those I wish I kept at those which I kept at the Temple of Fate. Jesus. What folly! Allow me to summarize. The priestess gets word of missing aspects and feats of sorcery too powerful for one man alone. Then she just happens to meet a rogue group of aspect wielders and decides to hand her trove over and lead them directly to us. I believe we found our culprits, Grand Vizier. Open and shut. You're a dumbass. I will remind the good Chancellor that my son is among this group of rogues he speaks of.
Pardon?
I might interrupt, sir. My name is Marin Levaron. I address this body on behalf of the Mystic Council. We believe these events may be connected to the disappearance of the prodigy. He has eluded our observation now for quite some time. The prodigy? A talented student of the Kashmir University with an unprecedented proficiency for magic. Perhaps he was capable of such sorcery. That troublesome expellee from Kashmir? What would he want with the aspects? I doubt he read enough to even learn about them.
Enough!
Enough, Counselor. You will hold your tongue while this testimony is given. Vesta, do you trust these companions of yours? Yes, Grand Vizier. I trust them with my life. They have preserved it on more than one occasion, and at great risk of their own lives. And you believe them since they are sincere in their account? Entirely. Well, one thing is clear. Whoever's collecting these aspects has sinister intentions, and must be apprehended before they can inflict further damage. Okay, I'm calling it now. One of two things. Either Miss/him in red there is secretly on the bad guy's side, or she is just a blind idiot. But more than likely, the first one. And we are to believe the ones had no hand in this mischief based on the testimony of one priestess. Vesta is an esteemed ranking member of the Fourth Circle and is entitled to every honor there within. But no, our fate will not rest on her testimony alone. In her, if her word is true, then the quest I will give will surely empower them to find and defeat the threat we face. But if her word is false, then this quest will destroy them. Mm-hmm. You speak of the trial of the soul, sir. Yes. The Temple of Kolashimir has been lost for a millennia. I must admit, I'm surprised, sir. Even the arch-mystic does not know of its location. Nor do I. But I do know where its knowledge resides. Vista, you will take your companions to the ruins of the Temple of the Helic in the Towering World. There you will find a compass of sorts. It will guide you to the Temple of Kalamishir. If you then pass the soul trial, you'll need not return here. You will discover all that we can offer you in your quest to find and defeat this menace. Through your triumph against him, Though your triumph against him, I cannot guarantee. What should we expect to find in these ruins? Resistance. Acquiring the compass was not intended to be easy. You should proceed through the towering world with care. One of my scribes will provide you with the most recent chartings of the forest, but Sylvan tribes in that inhabit it are nomadic as well as they are as nomadic as they are lethal. There's no telling where they'll crop up one day to the next. I would also like to join them, sir, if I might. The Mystic Council is quite concerned about these incidents. I was about to suggest something of the like. Depart with them, and we'll write to your superiors in the morning. Will you take your warden with you? Yes, she will. Well, it seems decided then. If that's the case, I'll consider us adjourned. Indeed. And Vesta, I cannot make this warning to you or your companions too strongly. The device you seek in the ruins is of great power and may be of great use to you, but it is quite dangerous. Trust it no more than you would a snake in a wicker basket.
As you will.
Son.
Good. Son, I give you and your friends my blessing. Go make your preparations quick. Time's not on our side. Okay, random new person. What is diplomatic immunity? That's a weird thing to say. Defeating an enemy grants a 30% dodge for a turn. Ruthless. Increased by a flat 50%. Plus, so basically super critter. Okay. Dangerous folk who... Yeah, I remember this. Your speed is insane. I don't think... Honestly, I think this is, like, as much as I do want to have one of these eventually, because that crit chance is nice. I'm gonna be honest, the Strider, with her speed, yeah, no, I'm going with that. Okay, Ancient Blood. Oh! Can't take more than 30% of max HP in one hit. You know, I do eventually want to have one of these, but I'm sorry, increasing his HP with that ability? That's just gonna be the thing. Then again, there is this one. What can you do? Killing grants extra power. His magic's insane. That goes off of that. That goes off of magic. But his strength and magic are both insanely high, so... Damn it. Actually, I think this one is going to work better for him. Because of the fact that low defense, but he gets a little bit of a boost in health. He can't take more than 30% of his max HP during a hit. So his defense really doesn't matter. You can talk to a lot of people. You actually can't. Benji, my dude. Oh man, I'm sick of all this waiting around. I'm itching to get back into the fight. You know I am.
It'll be all right.
Maybe you can use this opportunity to train your patience. Patience? What's that? What good is that going to do? In the heat of battle, you gotta strike fast and strike hard. Sometimes, but being patient will allow you to find the best opportunity to strike. Yeah, or make you miss that opportunity. You sure are stubborn sometimes, Benji. I did grow up around bulls, don't forget. That explains a lot, actually. What makes you like patience so much anyway? Did you grow up watching flowers grow?
I don't know.
My father did keep a garden, but no, I don't think it's that. Maybe it's just that my time at the academy, I spent all of those years working towards passing the trials. I was lucky to get my time in the sun. So many never had that chance. I'm sure some of them were excited to skip the tests and jump right into the good stuff. I know I would have been. For their sake, I hope you're right. And I hope they found what they were looking for too, instead of meeting their end with that sorcerer. Look, whatever it wasn't playing fair. With determination like ours, we'll put a stop to that in no time. That's exactly right, Benji. We will. Oh, goody. I always wanted to climb a mountain. That's a weird opener.
Well, what do you know?
And now look at you. You're absolutely tearing through your bucket list. Smart.
All right.
You bet. Life's too short to waste time. And even shorter for some. Exactly. Isclairies was a good climb, too. Now that I think about it, it was. The view was well worth it.
Nothing less than the best.
Views are temporary, gains are forever. Assuming you can retain them, of course. Benji Bescaliz, the legendary warrior, abundant in both physical strength and proverbial wisdom.
Benji!
Benji Bescaliz Jr. Ah, so you take your father's name. Proudly, too. That must get terribly confusing.
No way!
Not really. Whenever he says Benji, I know he's referring to me.
Right.
And what about when you say it? Well...
You're really something.
You don't think that too hard. Don't think about it too hard, Benji. Life is short, remember? That's right. Jesus Christ, they start at level 24? Oh, man. Wow, okay. Alright, Monroe, spill. What's the real reason you booked passage to Vinera? Ugh, I told you, Ford. A quiet vacation. I'm sure a foreign conscript like you. I'm sure that's a foreign concept to you, but I'm asking but asking me about it repeatedly isn't going to help. Oh, come on. We both know that's a cover story. What makes you so sure? Because I invented the cover story.
Fool.
I am highly skeptical of that. I'll tell you how it happened.
Pointless.
I would rather you didn't. It was a dark and stormy night. How original. You're right. It was common in my line of work. But this time, it wasn't the sea. I had stopped at a little port in southern Amur. As I liked to do in those days. It was a good place to resupply, and I had enough old friends to visit me in the last couple of nights. I couldn't tell them that was the reason I stopped in, of course. So I said there was a visit from my sister. Only problem is it's not the biggest port. I ran into each of them on the way off night. So you told each of the other was your sister.
I do my best.
Righto, my friend. You been there too?
Was that all?
No, it's entirely too predictable. Ah, well, a man has his ways. You have your ways, Ford. I have my own. I don't imagine your ways serve you so well when your two friends got talking. Yeah, I try not to stop in that port anymore. Your poor sister. She must wonder what become of you all this time.
Calm down.
I don't even have one. Monroe, it's nice to finally meet you.
Explain.
Why? It's good to see a familiar face. It makes me nostalgic for home. Familiar face? I haven't the slightest clue who you are.
Huh?
What? We lived in the same district for 10 years. I saw you around all the time.
Ugh.
Not pleasant to think I had stalkers in Soljan. Though perhaps unsurprising.
Not even.
Stalker? You bought dyes from my parents' shop at least 100 times. Ah, you're the dryer's brat. I don't recall ever entering the shop myself. Alright. Your servant bought from the shop 100 times. You mean to tell me you never came in?
Naturally.
I can't imagine why I would want to. Thanks. You know, I've heard a few stories about you. Oh, good. Back to the stalker bit. Funny, we've only been speaking for a moment, and this is already getting old.
No thanks.
I wasn't stalking you. Half the nobles in Soljan came through my parent shop. I heard all the things. Well then, I'd imagine you would have heard that I don't endeavor to spend my time with commoners.
Ugh.
I have. I had hoped the rumors of you were overplayed in that regard. Hardly. I stoked those rumors myself. Why?
Was that all?
If you had to ask, you wouldn't understand. May I be on my way, or will you follow me and watch me over from the shadows?
Definitely.
Fine, be on your way. I guess I was wrong in thinking that you want to hear what Jos Vidtur had to say about you.
Explain.
Jos? Tell me now. We're a long way from Soljan, Volbjörn. Maybe ask nicely, and I'll tell you.
Fool.
You've wasted more than enough of my time already. These two are gonna be a riot, but Brooke and him, ooh. It was good to see you get on the boat. Familiar faces are few and far between right now.
Explain.
What in the world are you doing with these people? You heard my father disowned me and dropped me off the map, I presume. Of course. Where were you? Captured by bandits, funnily enough. Irving and the others rescued us. Us? Sophia is the dearest friend I have ever had. Though I appreciate you not telling her that. Our family took me in after my exile, fed me, clothed me. In peasant garb, I'm sure. I'd love to see that and look what that looked like. I'm sure you would, you fiend. Either way, we stuck with them. I have no place in Soljan, and there's other reason to stick around. What happened in the Wastes? Last I heard, your traveling companion wiped out both the Elmore and Delian armies and killed the commander. Keep your voice down. Sterling's little brother is on board. He had watched him die and now has to carry the guilt of the whole kingdom. Thinks he's the one that killed him. That's awful. From what I heard, Sterling was a good man. Yes, and so is his brother, Monroe. I know you have no real purpose in Vinria, so I won't pry. I think you should join us. I can't explain why, unless you promise to stay with the group.
Naturally.
All right, Velmer. I know, I've known you a long time, and never known you to care about anything at all. You have my curiosity. That was actually a very interesting conversation. For someone like him to give pause of just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, goody. Excuse me, but have we met?
No.
I don't believe so. You look utterly familiar. Where do you hail from? I spent a majority of my life in Vinrier. That's it. You're Zolrin's adopted daughter, aren't you? We met when we were children. I think you're mistaken.
I'm sure of it.
I'm rather sure I'm not mistaken, actually. But isn't as if you have an easily forgettable face. Can't be me then. I've never known a Zulkin. I know that you're lying, Brooke. I don't forget faces.
Explain.
Why are you being so evasive? My family has long been friends to the Tazadone. Because the Tazavans are no friend of mine.
Absurd.
He did not adopt you and did he not adopt you and take care of you? I seem to recall you coming from nothing.
No.
No, he didn't adopt me and take care of me. He picked me up off of the streets and turned me into a killer. To Zulkin, I was a tool to be sharpened. What? Zulkin was a fur trader. Why in the world would he teach you how to kill people? I'm surprised you never found out. Despite what others may say, I know you're brighter than you present yourself to be. Excuse me. Only kidding, of course. Zulkin was the most prolific assassin in Killen's history. Kalamont's history. He murdered his way into power, and when he couldn't have kids, he facilitated to raise such a raise for others. Impossible. My father would have told me. Impossible because he didn't tell you, or impossible because the machinations of a convent bleu would never deal with assassins? Both, then. Your father believes in a strict domicile, and will pursue it to an extent, to the extent of his power. That was involved the need. That has involved the need of my adopted father. I need to think on this. Ooh. So only these two. Irving, how are you feeling? It wouldn't have been right to complain. But you want to. Let's just say I still remember a time in my life where my whole body wasn't sore. Though only distantly now. I think I know a spell for that.
Don't worry.
Please, Marin, don't bother. I just need rest. Stubborn as always. How did it go? Your talk with your father? As well as could be expected. I'm sure he was devastated by the news. I have a feeling Vesta may have softened the blow a bit, but yes, I have no doubt he was. How did he react? He was strong. I'm sure he was trained to be. A man in his position is never far from lost. Still, I'm sure he was it was uniquely painful. With Sterling, he lost more than his son.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Irving. I wasn't trying to bring all this back up again.
Sterling.
No, it's all right. I need to say this. My father lost a piece of himself too. When my brother died, at least he felt that way. I think anyone whose life even remotely intersected with his could say the same. I know I would. He was always considered your trusted friend. I was always honored by that. Just as I was honored to be at his side at the end.
Still.
I know you did everything you could, Marin. I hope you don't blame yourself. Don't worry, I don't. It's one of the first lessons you learn as a healer. The easy way or the hard way. Then perhaps that's a lesson you can teach the rest of us. If I can, I will. Bored. Nah. There you are! I finally get to shoot the breeze with someone who's not stomping around Stoneface all the time. I can actually do a pretty good Stoneface. I'd like to see you try.
I've seen better.
Yeah, is that supposed to be it? You look like you need a cleric. That might not be so far from the truth. I wouldn't waste your time. I've never gotten my money's worth out of an appropriate appointment anyway.
Are you sure?
It's gonna take a little, take more than a little healing to fix what's wrong with you. Tell me about it. Now remind me, you were one of the kids from the Brookstred, right? More or less. Along with Irving, Marin, and Eldon. We studied together at the academy. What do you know? When we were there last when you were there last, Maribel was still serving her oh, okay. I understand the way the structure of the sentence goes. What do you know? When you were there last, was Maribel still serving her pear mead at the King's cornucopia? Maribel, I'm not sure I know her. Maybe she finally made it out of there. I hope so. Poor girl. Otherwise, yes. They were still serving pear mead. And it was delicious. I could hardly walk through the doors without ordering one.
Perfecto.
You, my friend, are a man of refined tastes. So I've been told.
Look, kid.
Come on. You and I both know you've never been told that. Yeah, you got me there. Can't outplay it. The founder of that game, kid. Never should have tried. Helena. Okay. Sophia. Hey, Helena. What you doing all over there by yourself? Praying. Oh, don't people usually go somewhere holy to do that? Telazan itself is just as sacred as any temple when properly appreciated. Excuse me. That makes sense, but wait a minute. If the whole world is sacred, then what's the point of temples? You may find it difficult to buy candles, incense, and prayer beads from a tree. So they're basically glorified shops. No, Sophia. Temples are built on hollowed ground. They're places of spiritual significance. Got it. So Terra is holy, but some parts of it are extra holy. And you can't get holy parts. When you can't get extra holy parts, nature will do.
That's right.
Sufficiently summarized. Neat. I love learning about this stuff. I've always been a spiritual person, I think, without really realizing it. Things have always just sort of happened in my life. It's always worked out for the better, but even the bad stuff, like getting caught by those bandits, led me and Salone to you guys. There's gotta be a reason for that. You are fortunate to feel this way about your life. There are many people who, of great faith, who do not feel the same.
Huh?
Oh, that's surprising. But gratitude is is a worthy cause of prayer. Offer to gods when you feel it wash over you. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. You're a kind man, Callus. I appreciate that. Although I wonder what made you break your holy silence to say that. I am no longer bound by my vow of silence.
Huh?
Could have fooled me. Kidding. But anyway, what inspired you to risk inflating my ego? At Red Hill, what you did for those street urchins after the battle, sharing your rations, that was a selfless act.
Well,
Right. To be honest, I was hoping no one saw that.
I don't understand.
Why? I know many who would have done the same, hoping that someone would notice. Well, I don't want any of you to think I was ungrateful for the provisions you've shared. I'm really not. It's more that I know where my next meal is coming from. They don't. They're just kids. I know what that's like. You've stood there in their place yourself. You have. I'm not proud of it. But if it weren't for unreasonably kind strangers, I don't know if I'd be here right now. Certainly not the way I am. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We're all eternally dependent upon one another. There are merely those who admit this and those who don't. Yeah, I believe that. Good. Then we're of the same mind. Looks like we are. That was a weird interaction. Well, this is awkward.
huh?
A bit, maybe. Well, think we ever met in battle before?
Not likely.
Pretty much guaranteed we haven't.
What now?
And how's that? We're both still here. Oh, right, because if we had, you would have easily killed me, right? Bianca, you know of the lull. Bet they have the biggest egos of Eflin, apparently. Then allow me to expand your knowledge. Yeah, I know. The most elite task force King Delos has. That's what you're gonna say? More or less.
Well,
You should also know that they don't retreat. They either succeed in their missions or die trying. So if I was ever assigned to your battle group, one of us would not be standing here.
Huh?
That's certainly a useful bit of intel about Amurian's more Calstratane operations. Thanks for sharing. Blast. You're really going to pass that along? Come on, Callus. I thought you were playing a little harder to get. Yes, well. You don't strike me as one for games. Learned that lesson the hard way. Indeed. That was a weird interaction. Maybe I just said it wrong. B rank. Timing, Sophia. You really could work on your timing. What? Is this about what I said on the boat? I wish it were only about that. Look, all I'm saying is, wherever we go, people think we've shown up just in time to solve their problems. We're free, too. How does that work? It's like we've got big signs around our neck saying free help. In fairness, I would like to think that we look somewhat formidable. Shouldn't that scare people? The wrong people.
Ta-da!
That's a good one. That doesn't seem to work that way. Maybe I'm just too cute. I wouldn't be too sure. Perhaps it's the ferret. Have you ever thought about ditching it? Saw a nice patch of wood not too far. Salon. Ugh, you're terrible! You didn't hear that, did you, Butter? No, don't. You don't speak mean. You are so predictably predictable. It hurts. At least I'm consistent. It's nice to nice to harmless little animals, and nice to harmless little animals. Anyway, that's one way of looking at it. I'm not sure any of your enemies would call Butters harmless. Well, you better not become one.
That's cute.
I'm shaking in my boots. You're not wearing boots.
No.
No, Seppa. Technically, I'm not. How do you get around these things anyway? How do you get around these things anyway? Very carefully and gracefully, too, I hope. Yeah, keep hoping. Oh! Funny. I've been waiting for an apology, and yet here we stand. No one apologizing. Strange. Very cute, Saloon. I don't mind you being rude, or even comparing me to people I've never met that I'm sure you have low opinion of. I do mind you waltzing around thinking you know me. You don't.
Fine.
Prove it then. Prove I don't know you. How would you suggest I go about doing that? Give up on trying to get all your money and power back. You don't need it to be happy.
That's cute.
Brooke, you realize how silly that sounds coming from someone who kills people to acquire money and power? I do realize that, actually. It's the fun thing about all this. I don't need to be a hypocrite to be right. I don't need to not be a hypocrite to be right. You are simply impossible. You wouldn't understand what it's like to have everything, all of your life, taken away.
No.
No, I wouldn't. What do I understand? What do I understand? And what I do understand is that I've seen countless heirs and heiresses dedicate their lives to getting back to where they were as kids. It's sickening to watch. I think you're better than that. Oh, so you're now my biggest supporter. Pick a side, woman. As long as it's going to be for you to understand that there is no sides? How long is it going to be for you to understand there are no sides? I don't need this, but you might. Excuse me if I don't believe our motivations are so pristine. You're excused. Okay. Yeah, he had stuff with everybody. Were you ever a dancer, Callus?
Well,
Not any professional sense. Why do you ask? You fight like a dancer, jumping around all gracefully. I almost expected you to take a bow after the last battle. That would have been a bit ridiculous. You should have, dude. I guess so, now that I say it out loud. What about you? Or have you ever been a dancer? Oh yeah, still am. Have you ever looked at in the canopies and twirled about, around and around, and turned something ordinary into something magical?
huh?
I can't say as I have. Maybe next time I get a chance, I'll give it a try. You definitely should. Actually, that's what I'm doing when I meet Butter. And that's what I was doing when I met Butter. Right before I found him, cornered by a bear. Isn't that right, Butter? I bet that was a sight to see for this little guy.
Oh, Butter.
Then I taught Butters to dance too.
Huh?
Now that's something I need to see to believe.
Ta-da!
Alright, Butter. Show Callus. Dance, dance, dance. Would you look at that? A dancing ferret. Now that's cute.
Yep.
Isn't it? Butters is a pretty good dancer too. I'm still trying to pick up some of his moves. Best of luck with that, Sophia. Thanks. Whew. You don't mess around. Catch your breath. You don't need to learn how to fight in the to the brink of exhaustion. You need to master the fundamentals first. You fight with your mind, That is good, but we need you to master your instincts first. I like to be in control of my actions, thanks. Then you'll like to be dead. Sometimes the blade must be faster than your mind. Instincts is an incredibly powerful ally. I love how, like, these two are talking as if they went up against each other, she wouldn't kick the living shit out of Brooke, as they currently are statistically. Like, Brooke has a 5% chance of outright killing her. However, in every other instance, Sia just beats the shit out of Brooke. Instinct is an incredibly powerful ally, but it's also dangerous. How so? It's hard to describe. Just take this at face value. You will be a better fighter if you learn to separate your instincts and your thoughts, and control both. Control of both is essential. That's confusing, but I trust you.
Thank you.
Good. Sounds like we're getting somewhere after all. So, when you come at me left like that, makes me sense to twist about and dodge back. That is correct. But the moment we're sparring, my first instinct was to lean in, pass the blow and strike. Dangerous maneuver, but one that I would have won you the fight, and left you unharmed. I see what you're saying is with. I'm seeing what you're saying with danger. How do you learn to make these decisions so quickly? There's a fine line between self-preservation and losing your edge. Fighting is about being dynamic. That's all well and good, but how did you learn to make these decisions so quickly?
I don't know.
I don't know, Sia. I don't have an answer. I'm hoping we drill it into you and you gain enough experience when it will come. That's how it happened with me. Seems a risky proposition to me. Little value can be found in places devoid of risk. When did you become a wordy philosopher? When you're the only one around to hear me. Hey, that almost sounded like you considered us friends. Not answering. Yay! Goodness, Samara, you startled me. Do you need something?
No!
I was just taking a look. Are these you notes?
Certainly.
It would appear so. Nice. They look pretty extensive. Any luck of locating our next find? If you recall, I recently came into a divine spot of luck locating the fabled champion of the Oasis. And the luster has worn off so quickly? I'm sorry, Coven. I didn't mean it like that. Amoria was an incredible find. I thought at best he might set us on the right path. But to actually join us, I'm not even sure. I believe it was really him until the trial.
I'm sure of it.
Yes, the trial certainly removed all doubt. You know, it's exciting to really finally join you in adventures. Reading about all your discoveries and exploits from my bed chambers was bordering on torturous. Wellspring of compliments today, are we? You know what I mean. I couldn't help but feel I was missing out on the excitement. Yes, well, in the case that you've joined me just in time, my exploits have been significantly more exciting as of late. Though I'm not sure I prefer them that way.
I'm following.
I do. I'm glad to be on the road.
How?
To be frank, it baffles me how anyone could grow tired of the royal palace. You get tired of staring at the wall eventually, no matter what it's made of. If you say so. Alice. Yeah. One last interaction. Come on. Well, princess, I can't imagine you think much of my desertion. I might not if I didn't share your rationale.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you ordered the attack on Red Hill.
Surely not.
Of course not. Alice may have been smoldering, but I'd be dead long before I sanctioned that kind of destruction. Besides, Delos hardly lets anyone into his decision-making these days. Not even his generals. Varric's rage seems to have spread over my uncle like a disease. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, it's true. But no, Callus, I don't hold your desertion against you. Even if it's fair to call it that. I'd say the other soldiers who have deserted when they abandoned their vows to protect the innocent. Amor would have been in a better state if the gods graced us with more women and men of conscience like yourself.
Well,
Thank you, Your Highness. If I'm being honest, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. I feel as though I should be offended. What kind of ruler would I be if I demanded unquestioning loyalty from those who sincerely believed I was in error? A far more common kind of ruler than you might realize. But forgive me if I've caused offense. Growing up hearing stories, I've always thought the world of you. Rest assured. Gods, how embarrassing. Gone intimidated you into flattery. Hardly. Still, fighting by your side has taken some getting used to. Though it seems we've more in common than I previously thought. Yes, we share a great deal indeed. I'm pleased to have one of my own with us. Makes me feel as though I'm serving my duty somehow. Even if our king would be happy to see us both in a cell. Your efforts champion good of those far beyond the borders of your kingdom. I'd say that's going well beyond your duty. I'd like to think so. So many different voices, it is a bit of a pain for me to keep up with them all. I think this is the last one. Garrick, I'm a little worried about... I'm still a bit worried about Irving. You've spoken to him recently, haven't you? I must have made an oath once never to let him go a day without my pestering, so yes. We've spoken. Well, I can't imagine what he's going through is easy. I think I'm a lot less concerned than you are. That doesn't mean you're right to be. Oh, cutting it as cutting as your words are, they're probably true. They gave the wrong vocal cues. That's what gives them their sting. Well, regardless, given the circumstances, he seems to be doing all right. That's good to hear. I just wish there was something we could do for him. Yeah, they swapped the two. I don't get it. There always is, and I think we're doing it to be our to the best of our admittedly deficient abilities. I know, it's just so hard to know what to do. On one hand, I don't want to bother him or remind him of the loss too much, but I also don't want him to think I don't care. Wait, that was Alan. The difference between you and me is that I don't mind annoying him. I'm quite certain I'll be doing that all my life.
you're really something.
You can add me to the list of people certain of that. You can add me to that list of certain people too. Glad to have your vote of confidence. Can you try to be serious for a moment?
Come on.
Are you sure you want that? I don't know if you've ever seen what that looks like. Garrick. Fine. Look. I think it's better to err on the side of too much attention. If he needs space, he can tell us. Besides, he bears the loss of his brother, while at most we bear the loss of a friend.
Right.
That's gotta feel lonely enough without us adding to it. You know, Garrick, I think you actually gave some sound advice.
Huh?
Yeah, well, don't get used to it. I think I might like serious Garrick. Sounds like you're really setting yourself up for some disappointment. Okay, Jesus Christ, that was an hour or so of talking. Ah. Down here. Alright. What do you got? Oh! Oh no! Whoops! I didn't even know. I didn't look at his equipment. I couldn't see his equipment, could I? Oh, that works way too well for his power. Oh, he's gonna get 6% power after every kill. If doubling the second attack. And this adds to... Okay, no, they... Okay. Alright, so you need 8 and you need 8. You need 8 as well. You need 8 as well. You're fine. Well, actually, wait. So, you really only need this one and beam, I guess. So 6 for you. Or 4 for you. Right, you're this type, so... Oh, wait. That's why, because your bolt's so light. What the hell? 6. So, 16. Oh, right, I didn't care about her because she's a healer. Yeah, I more care about him hitting his mark than dealing damage. for whatever reason, focus and power is what's good for her. Oh, that just never gains weight. Let's go ahead and try this. Alright, so for whatever reason, this is a good mix, but Surge is really the one that she wants to use. In Celebus, Ivan meets his father, Alistair. A council meeting is called. Many come to discuss how to handle the current danger. Among them is Mevin, a half-elven inquisitor from the Mystic Council of the Expanse. She is joined by Theren, the Exalted, a reclusive group of Sun Elves from the far north. Mevin has been tasked with joining the expedition by the Council, and as her warden, Theren must join as well. They seek the trial of the soul, and must head towards the towering world to find that which will bring them to it. Though they sought to avoid the wandering Sylvan tribes in the world, they find no such luck. Ooh. How you feeling about this, Brooke? Seems a little too quiet to me. Pretty sure that we want you to be quiet, Kellis.
Hold on.
There's a stream, plenty of foraging. We should be hearing animal sounds. This forest has been loud our entire trip, teeming with life. Now I can't hear a thing. If Helena can't hear anything, I think you're right to worry. What was it that Merv said about the Sevens yesterday? You don't hear them until they want you to, Marin. Watch out.
It is sacred ground.
Okay. What are you doing in these sacred woods? We're simply passing through.
Trespasser!
There is no simply passing through the lands of our gods. You are desecrating their memory.
You can't be serious.
Hold on. The maps placed your consecrated land week's journey west. How are you standing on it now? They are taking the remains with them. Consecrated lands is simply where they are. Great, go ahead. Make it so easy for us to offend your sensibilities. Let me guess, the punishment for...
What?
The punishment for such crimes is death. Yeah. Oh god. Clumsy foreigners. They always already raised the alarm, making my task nearly impossible. Making my task here an impossibility. We need to run, now. Black Abyss, who are you?
Infuriating.
My name is Warren. Though it would be a little important if we find ourselves strung from the trees as warning for future trespassers. That clearly doesn't seem to... That clearly doesn't seem very efficient with how much they move around. Not now, Brooke. Warden, how do we get out of here? The only clear path is north, through the shallows. If we ran south, they'd pick us off one by one. North it is then. Everyone, we need to get going, and fast. Warren, what the hell? further increases armor penetration. Okay. I think Thief really fits this guy more. Because he's got lethal expertise, he has lethal penetration, but on top of that, speed increases it, and his speed is pretty good. I kind of want Brooke to be the only, like, actual assassin. Nope. Alright, so... Oh, I don't get a choice. Oh, okay, there she is. Wow, he was really behind. I'm okay with this. Now we actually prep. Oh, what? Oh. Something over there? Alright. I guess. Let's have Benji over here. Samara over there. Oh, I don't get a choice. They have... He, at very least, has to be there, and so does she. Which is fine. That's okay. I think that should be good. I have to get out in 25 rounds.
It's all in the execution.
Benji brings the heat!
Another 100%. And worse yet, he has more crit ability than he does accuracy.
As you command.
Off you go.
Thought you'd never ask. This should be fun. Chop chop!
Run like the wind. I like you better over there.
Do I have a warrior? I do not. But I do have this.
Make haste.
Have
There we go.
It's rude to stare! Fine by me!
Awaiting orders.
I'm here. How can I help? This one's on the house!
He's basically impossible to touch. Got 25
The hunt is on.
25 turns to get out of there. Benji, can you make it? Not without...
I'd be honored. Have fun! I've got a lot to learn. Off you go. I like you better over there.
Smash!
I just want him out of the fucking way. Alright.
Chop chop! Proudly meeting expectations.
Run like the wind!
On the move. Make haste. Very well.
You would have hurt if you hit.
Bottoms up!
Only 3 fucking squares. Damn it.
Onward. Off you go. Have fun! I like you better over there.
Benji's always ready.
Interesting.
This should be fun.
Stay with me! My turn!
Smash!
Dexterity goes up, that's all I care about.
I guess. It's rude to stare!
I was just thinking, like, is she gonna attack the crit? And yep, straight up just attack and crit.
Smash!
All yours. Let's do it. How can I help?
Chop chop!
Yes.
Off you go.
Let's get going. Make haste.
Alright, so... up there is where I want to go, but it's going to be faster to go through all this than it is straight up the way.
Run like the wind!
I like you better over there.
Off you go.
Chop chop!
Have fun!
Fine, fuck you.
I guess.
I cannot fail my oath.
Oh, that was a terrible level up.
Quickly and quietly.
I'm here.
I can work with this.
Nope.
Interesting.
Am I needed?
Let's get going.
Oh, hi. I didn't even notice you guys. I'm so sick and tired of, oh, you've got an 84% chance to hit, but they've only got a 20%. I miss, they hit. No, that needs to stop happening so regularly.
I'm here.
Let's have her go and do this. That way he's actually with the party.
Fine by me. Run like the wind.
So it shall be. On the move. Make haste.
Have fun.
How can I help?
Because naturally she has the healer chick has a lot of movement to her. Oh, they just straight up didn't? Alright. I'm good with that.
Thought you'd never ask.
Have fun. I've got a lot to learn.
Benji's always ready. Smash!
Oh, all right. I like you better over there. It's rude to stare!
Okay.
I'd be honored.
Yes.
I'm here.
What'll it be?
Let's do it.
Have fun! All yours. I like you better over there.
Right away.
Interesting.
fucking trade button.
Very well.
Like one of these times to not have to accidentally press it.
Am I needed?
Huh?
If you insist.
Ooh.
I'm here.
What'll it be? Wish I could do that.
So it shall be. Barbaric, but effective.
Onward.
Dude, this is definitely her jam. Damn.
Give them no quarter.
Am I needed?
The hunt is on.
Quickly and quietly.
By your grace, Fane.
At least he didn't get the shitty level up this time, I think.
Benji's always ready.
Awaiting orders.
This time, I knew you guys were gonna do that. So, now,
Huh?
you face a very different problem.
I like you better over there.
Are you sure?
Have fun!
Interesting. This should be fun.
I'd be honored.
Let's get going.
Here goes nothing! Here goes nothing!
Okay, I'm not gonna complain.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Sharp skills, full pockets.
Onward.
It's easier
Oh,
if you
shit.
hold still.
Okay.
Give them no quarter.
Interesting.
Have fun!
Yeah. That's what I was hoping for.
As you command.
Proudly meeting expectations.
Lead the way. Stay with me!
All yours.
I'm gonna have these three drill up this way. But everybody else... Just curious. Ooh, that's not good.
Lead the way. My turn!
Very well. This should be fun.
Am I needed?
But yeah, basically everybody else, except for maybe this healer, because she can move fast even in the water.
let you fall. By your grace, Fane.
But yeah, everybody else will go up round doing all that sort of stuff. But those 4 are going to go down that path.
Benji brings the heat!
Back in action.
Right away.
Yes.
Dynamic duo coming through!
No reason to give him the chance.
Quickly and quietly.
On the move.
Smash! Out of Benji's way! Benji's always ready. Benji's always ready. Out of Benji's way! The best just keeps getting better.
There you go.
Oh, all right.
Interesting.
It's all in the execution.
She still gained experience, and that's the important part.
You'll die as you
Jesus.
lived!
thought you'd never ask. Make haste.
He can't move. And he can't attack
How can I help?
because of the way I set everything up. That's great.
No wonder people like me.
Jesus, you almost had a Zeus. Aw.
Here goes nothing!
History will forget you! Truth illuminates my path.
I mean, it's just the best way to
Sharp skills.
get her a
full
level or
pockets.
two.
Awaiting orders.
There. Jesus.
At least you'll die on your feet.
There. No longer in the
You shouldn't have.
Now, the might of Threlisar! I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Back in action.
I saw no point in having it go any other way.
Fine by me.
Okay, there you go. Can't attack anyone else anyway. This way, if he doesn't crit,
Benji brings the heat!
there we go.
All right.
I just like that it's like, alright, raiding group, we're coming. It's like just the two mages. Alright. Cool. That's what you get for trying to sneak up on us.
to learn.
Ow. Excuse me. Ah! Alright. By 1 point, are you serious? Ugh.
All right. I can work with this.
I guess.
Benji's always ready.
There you go.
Smash!
There we go. Yep, no one else. Awesome.
Are you sure?
Am I needed?
Nope, that wasn't.
Let's get going. Such an easy target!
He is brutal as an archer.
I'm a long way from home.
Huh? Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Now, the might of Threllisar!
Goddamn fucking trade button.
We need you in this fight.
Ooh, they hit. Too bad she also got the healing thing active, so it doesn't matter.
This one's on the house. This one's on the house.
History will forget you!
1 point. Jesus.
If you insist.
Barbaric, but effective.
Brutal.
No hard feelings.
Would hate to be you right now.
You nutshot.
Proudly meeting expectations.
Crappy level up. Whatever.
I won't let you fall.
Fucking trade button.
Let's do it.
Nobody else.
Bottoms up.
Fine by me.
Your dex went up, that's all I care about.
So it shall be.
Benji brings
This is
the
why I
heat!
did it this way. Because Benji's crit rate just bypasses all the dodge possibilities.
What'll it be?
All right.
Nah, that's funny.
Let's get going. Make haste.
My turn! Run like the wind!
Very well.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Scared me for a second. Onward. Off you go.
Thought you'd never ask.
Oh, I keep forgetting she can phase.
Am I needed?
This should be fun.
Are you sure?
am I needed?
Wow.
Wrong place, wrong time.
I think the biggest thing that annoys me about the trade button is you can't just
My turn!
click out of it. You have to hit the escape key. Everything else in this game, I can click around. That? Nope.
Oh, all right.
As you command. As you command. You have no honor!
All right.
Bottoms up!
Fine by me.
Diligence is its own reward. As you command.
There. We're at turn 15, so.
The hunt is on.
I'll definitely say I'm glad that I chose to do it this way. Because now that entire... Sorry. Accidentally hit my mic. That entire riverbed is just dealt with.
Benji brings the heat!
As you command. Most unfortunate.
Benji brings the heat!
Interesting.
Wrong place, wrong time.
This should be fun.
I just love that he's just like, I don't care.
Right away.
You literally do no damage to me.
My course is steady.
Stay back, creep! I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Let's get going.
Let's do it. Have fun!
You won't be missed.
Bye-bye! I absolutely was hoping for that, but I'm still happy that it happened.
My hard work is paying off.
Am I needed?
Yes.
No. Well,
What would it be? Here goes nothing!
ooh. You were going to be someone I had a problem with.
Out of Benji's way!
Let's get going. Make haste. With every shot, progress.
So it shall be.
Magnificent.
Off you go! Experience is a fine weapon. Are you sure?
Awaiting orders.
Interesting.
I like you better over there. This will be quick.
Huh? Run like the wind!
Chop chop!
This will be quick. This will do. I like you better over there. It's falling into place.
Have fun! Leave it to me. Off you go.
Hot bean juice. Good to know.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
No shit. She fataled twice, and each time was a crit. So even though Celia technically did the most damage, she killed only 3 people, but 2 of those people did 600 damage to. Alright, I will catch you all in the next episode. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.